Let's do a couple more here together. You open, you twist, you reach and look to come around. And one more time. Keep those hips stacked. Let yourself twist nice and wide open and come around. And then let's go ahead and change sides. Same thing on the other side. Good. Reach up with your inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. And exhale to come around. Good. Follow with your head and eyes. Let your body turn to open. Catch a stretch along your body line. Reach it up. Come on over. One more here. And come back up and around. And then we're going to come to our cat-cow. And we're going to start by imprinting, rounding, and dropping our head down. So if you're watching the recorded version of this, we had a little bit of a late start. You caught us right in the spinal rotation. But just prior to that, we just had done a few minutes of breathing and a little bit of imprint and release. So if you're feeling like you got started sort of in the middle a little bit, it was more of a technical issue. It wasn't a you issue. So just start with us here. Work on your imprint. Let your head drop down. And then send your pelvic bone away, your hips, and bring yourself to neutral. And you can catch us right here. No big deal. Just go ahead and grab your inhales through your nose. And your exhale out through your mouth. And let's do a few more here together. Center your attention into that inhale. Open up the rib cage. Exhale to lengthen out. And begin to feel yourself warm up from the inside out. And let's go ahead and begin with arm and leg reaches straight out. And reach. So your eyes are directly in front of your fingertips. Your back is straight. You don't want to be rounded, and you also don't want to be too arched in your low back. So support through your abs and reach. Nice and long. And reach. Good. Really get those hands out in front of you. Stretch to get those arms lengthened. And come out nice and long behind you. So it's not an effort necessarily to get super high from the floor. It's about getting long from fingertips to the tips of your toes. Let's do one more here. Perfect. Now let's go ahead from, excuse me, from here and take your right leg straight out. And you're going to do little lifts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just pull it in. Don't set it down. Send it back out. Straight leg lifts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. Draw it in. Send it out. Keep your weight equal on your hands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw it in. Send it up. Same leg. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then hold it up. Bend, straighten, and pull. And straighten and pull. That's it. Take your time. Good. If you look at yourself through your camera, you can make sure that your knee is staying level with your hip. 3 more. For 3, and 2, and 1. And set it down. Woo! You can feel that leg. Let's go ahead when you're ready and switch sides. We're going to go ahead and start with our straight leg pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You draw in. You send it out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. Keep your weight symmetrical. And reach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw it in. Bring it up. Bent leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. Straighten and pull. And point and flex. And point and flex. Hold your weight over your 3 points of contact. Try not to shift too far to the side. And let's go 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Pull it in and set it down. Woo, nice job. Okay, so let's go ahead, get back onto our backs here. Line up your feet with your hips and your knees so we're in a nice parallel line. We're gonna go to our imprint and then we're gonna continue on up. So let's reach our hands, imprint, ribs to hips, and peel up to our blades. Okay, so when you're here, I want you to take a moment. So make sure your heels are lined up with your sit bones. And I want you to just sort of close your eyes for a second. Hold yourself here and see if I were to put 2 scales under your feet right now, would the scales read the same number? Okay? Are you shifted a little bit off to the left or to the right with your weight? And is there a chance that those numbers would be uneven? If so, try and find that middle point of your weight. Think about the whole midline of your body and shift yourself so that you feel like if those imaginary scales were under your feet, they would read the exact same number. And you may have to work a little bit with your foot placement. You may have to work a little bit with like closing your eyes and feeling a little deeply into this. But find that 50-50 as close as you can get. Now take your inhale and roll your way down through your spine and release out to neutral. Good. So you should be set up now. Go ahead and scoop, peel, and lift. Come on to your blades. Now you may have shifted in this up and down. So when you get here, take a sec. Grab an inhale. Find your 50-50 and roll it back down. Because those are the moments that you start to feel what some of your habits are. We have tendencies. And it's not that you're trying to do something to cheat or take a shortcut. It's that it makes sense to your body. And so we're just trying to shift that a little bit and see if we can get a little bit closer to that symmetrical weight shift. 50-50 through the right side and the left. Good. Take your moment. Grab your inhale. Feel. Does one leg feel like it's working a little harder? See if you can put your brain to the opposite side and get that side to start to kick in a little bit. And then roll your way down. And there's always going to be asymmetrical tendencies. Let's do 2 more. But if we can find them and start to redistribute them, we're not seeking ideal or perfection. We're just trying to make a change in the relative system. And then roll your way back down. One more time. Peel up. And roll your way back down. Perfect. Great. Let's grab our foam rollers. Let's go ahead and put ourselves head to tail on the roll. If you want to grab a set of light hand weights here, great. If you don't have them handy, no big deal. Just use your own weights of your hands. All right, now we're gonna line up again. So that whole concept of 50-50 will come into play throughout our workout today. I want you to get yourself aligned here. You can feel those scales again under your feet. Find yourself right in the middle of that roller down your spine and make sure you feel as close as possible. Okay, so from here, I want to open up out to the sides for a stretch and come together. So knuckles to the floor and palms meet in the middle. Good. Open and close. And what you can think about when we talk about this whole concept of weight distribution and symmetry is, how does it change as soon as you get moving? Because things change quickly when you go from that ideal sort of static, sitting still, thinking really hard, to moving, and that's okay, but it's going to change. Now let's come up, open, and circle around. Good. Let that chest open up. Come around and pull down. One more, we'll reverse it. Good. And come back through. Retrace your steps and pull down. Out and around and pull. And let's go 3. And 2 more. Last one here. And pull down. Good. And then let's go ahead with opposite arm and leg lifts. Good. Take your time. Think about your 50-50 here. Try and hold yourself. So this is when it comes into play that the closer you are to having your weight distributed evenly on each side of this foam roller, the easier it's going to be to free up the arm and the leg. Good. Take your time. Exhale. Hold steady. Keep yourself equal right to left. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead from here, get rid of our foam roller. We're going to cast it to the side for just a moment. Don't let it get too far away. Let's take a band. Do you have a band? Awesome. Hopefully you guys all have a band. You can always imitate whatever we're doing without a band. We're going to put it around your feet and sit up nice and tall on our sit bones. Do you have something like that? Good. And so we're here. If you don't have a band, just go ahead and go for it without it. It'll be all right. Just maybe a little harder in some ways. All right? And we are going to go ahead and scoop around and roll back. All right? We're going to hold that and we're going to pull wide with our elbows. And wide with the elbows. Good. And pull. So we're in our roll down. We're going to go wide to row. We're in our rowboat here. We're on some beautiful water. And we're going to pull for 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. And then we're going to round forward and stretch and reach for our toes. And then we're going to stack up nice and tall again. So we've bent our knees just a little bit here because you want to find your sit bones. And then we're going to go ahead and roll back again. And we're going to do bicep curls. Now if you don't have the band, I'm just going to set mine aside for a sec. Come and do it without. You don't really need them. We did them without for the past couple of days. I just thought it'd be fun to incorporate another little prop. But we bicep curl for 4 and 3, last 2 and 1, and then we round forward and reach for our toes. And then we stack up nice and tall again. I'm going to grab my band this time. And what I want you to do here is I want you to scoop around and roll and bring your hands into your chest And we're gonna rotate and rotate. Again, you don't need the band for this. Keep your shoulders down from your ears. Scoop up your abs and rotate and rotate and rotate. Good, one more time. Turn left, center, and then fold forward and reach for your toes. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead, hang on to our band. We're gonna go ahead and roll down to our mat. And we're going to keep our band here and keep our feet into the band, okay? So we're gonna hold the elbows at our side. We're gonna come up and we're gonna work on the bend and stretch and bend and stretch. If it's easier, hold your elbows wide so that you don't have any tension into your neck. That's okay. And bend and stretch and bend and stretch. Two more. Push and pull. Bring it in. Good. Excellent. Now I want you to go ahead and bend, heels together, toes apart, and stretch. And bend and stretch. Diamond, lengthen. Diamond, lengthen. For 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and set your head down. Hang on to your band here. Okay, I want you to lower and lift. And lower and lift. Beautiful. So these are like the straps when you're on the reformer. You're gonna imprint to neutral, imprint to neutral. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now hold on to your left leg, okay? And match up your right, but take it out. Let your right fall out, bring it together. Out, together. Good. Together, and out, and together. Now hold the right and stretch out through the left. For 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Good. Now let's go ahead and switch sides. Match them up again. First, we're going to drop out the free leg for 5 and 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now hold the free leg and drop out the banded leg for 5. Stay neutral. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Put both feet back on in and grab a hold again. So we're going to come up and you're going to bump up your butt. And you're going to give a little pull with that band. So you hinge and lift. Yep. And lift. We hinge and lift. Good. And then if you want to, you can hinge and lift to come over. You can bring your feet up high to a jackknife and roll your way down. Okay? So it's a hinge, lift to the blades. You reach your feet up to jackknife, and then we roll our way down, and you have the strap to help you along to get up, to lift, and to roll down with. So they give you a little support as you go along. Again, it's like having your feet in the straps with the machine. They give you a little bit of help on the way. And let's do 2 more. And lift and lower it back down. Good, last time. Good. Really good. You're getting there. And come on back down. Good. Let's go ahead and set that band aside. Actually, put it up underneath your chest. And let's go to our stomachs. I think I'm on a little bit of a roll here with the band. Okay. So, you're going to grab off the ends of the band here. Okay? And so that your knuckles are facing up. You're going to stretch out into this hover, and when you go to lift up to your bottom rib cage to do our breaststroke prep, you're going to lift and pull out on that band. Okay? So you're holding the ends, you're going to come up with your chest and pull up with your knuckles to the ceiling. So you're giving an outward pull on the band and a lift. Inhale, lift. And lift. And lift. Hip bones into the floor, abs lifted. For 5. And 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. Good. And just set yourself down to a hover. Good. Now I want you to do this one more time. I want you to turn pinkies up to the ceiling. You're still holding the ends of that band. Okay? And you're going to lift off to fly. Pinkies to the ceiling. We lift to hover. Inhale, exhale. Pull out on that band. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just let go of the band and go ahead and push yourself back into your shell stretch and really reach. Take some inhale, exhales here. Good. You're going to come on up, take your band, and put it around your waistline, right around your butt here, okay? And so we're going to do, holding the ends of the band, we're going to, or whatever strap you have, just sort of choke up onto it so that you have some tension. We're going to come up from our hip thrust and reach and come down. Good. So we start thumbs up, we push out to knuckles up to punch, and then we pull our elbows down and into our sides. So we reach to punch and pull it in. And reach to punch and pull it in. Now line your feet up hip distance apart and press it out and pull it in. And down. And lift and lower. And 4, punch it out, pull it in. Slow it down to get yourself controlling the release of tension and really punch and bring it down. Good. All right, let's ditch the band now. We're going to go ahead and get ready to do our 100 here. So let's find ourselves back on the mat. We're going to go into our tabletop, imprint your spine. You can go head up or down, legs in or out. And let's really work on a lot of energy up and down through our arms. So we're going to begin here with our inhales. It's in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and X, 2, 3, 4, 10, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reach, 2, 3, 4, 20, abs, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reach, 2, 3, 4, 30, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 40, abs, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reach, 2, 3, 4, 50, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reach, 2, 3, 4, 60, abs, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 70, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 80, abs, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 90, last 10, out, 2, 3, 4, 100. Let's go ahead and single leg stretch. We're staying up. If you need a break, put your head down and come on up. Last 2 and 1, and then we'll go to obliques. Rotate, twist, rib to hip, rib to knee, elbows wide. 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Take your break if you need. If not, let's stretch it out. Reach and swim. Reach and reach and pull. For 5 and 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1 and scissor and switch. Good. Straight, strong legs. Work through it. Keep those abs working. And switch and switch and switch. Good. Work those abs. Set your head down if your neck needs a break. 3 more. Come on back up when you're ready. Last 2 and 1. Come to center with your legs. Bring your legs in. Take a little nod. And let's get the arms out. 1 more 100. It's in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 10 and in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 20 in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and reach. 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5 and X. 2, 3, 4, 40. Abs. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 50. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5 and reach. 2, 3, 4, 60. Abs. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 80. Abs. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 90. Last 10. And out. 2, 3, 4, 100. Woo! That was fun. Hope you guys like that double 100. Jonah actually asked me to do a triple 100 today, but I think we'll just tell him we did it and stick with 2. All right, so let's go ahead, put a foot down, set the other one down. Let's take ourselves up from here with this parallel hip alignment and lift straight up. Okay, so we're back to that 50-50 on the scales. And set our hips down. And lift and lower. Quick touch. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Think about it. 50-50. Both sides working equally. The scales read the same number. For 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Good. Hold it up here. Now I want you to go ahead and lift up and reach. Flex to lower, point to lift, bend, set it down. So we're going to come knee, toe, flex to lower, point to lift, bend, set it down. Regroup. 50-50. Come up, stretch, flex, point, bend, set it down. Up, stretch, flex, point, bend, set it down. Regroup. Come on up, point, flex, point, bend, set it down. Up, point, flex, point, bend, set it down. Regroup. And again, it's up, point, flex, point, bend, set it down. And up, point, flex, point, bend, set it down. Last time, regroup. Up, point, flex, point, bend, set her down. Last one, point, flex, point, bend, set it down. Get those hips high. Find your 50-50. Make sure your knees aren't shooting in or shooting out. Out, in. There we go. And then set those hips down. Perfect. Let's flip to our stomach. Okay, so let's go ahead from here and grab our weighted balls or small hand weights and send them straight out. All right, so when you hold these, I want you to try and hold them so your thumbs are pointed up, okay? So that, I know it's a little dark in there, but you want it so that when you go to lift, Your thumbs point up to the ceiling. So we're in a low hover, and we're gonna lift and lift and lift and lift. Get those legs up. Thumbs up, and the soles of your feet high off the floor. Hip bones pressed into the floor, and reach, and reach, and reach. Last 3. Good job. And 2. And 1. Reach it out. Good. Now you're going to take these and bring them in towards you, okay? We're going to reach. You can do them with the balls or without. We're going to do the breaststroke. You're going to reach and pull to come down. So with your hands, it's just a swim around and down. If you have the balls, same thing, just a little more challenge. And reach to come around. Reach, swim around. Reach, swim around. That's 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Just set those aside. Put your hands to the mat and come on up for a deep back bend. Support your abs. Lift through your chest, through your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale to come down. If it's too intense, walk your hands forward from your head. If it's not enough, bring them in closer towards your chest and your shoulders. And come on up again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then you can add a little bit of a rock. Get those feet lifted. Really kick them up. 2 more. Beautiful. Come down carefully and push back into your shell stretch. All right, let's take our breaths here. Make sure we stretch out that low back. In through your nose. And out through your mouth. Let that rib cage open up nice and wide to the sides and to the back of your body. And then we're going to go to our side. So we're going to hit our side here. And we're going to come out nice and long. Okay? So your ear is down on your upper arm. And we're stretched out nice and long here. And I want you to go ahead to start by lifting both the legs. And lift for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I want you to go ahead and reach to lift and lower. It's a side bend. Good. Reach along the seam of your leg and lower and lift and lower. So inevitably you're going to be pushing probably into the arm that's still on the floor to help you lift. That's okay. Good. We'll get to the point where you won't need that so much. And now we're going to lift and lift. Legs and upper body. And come on down. So we lift and lower. Take your time. It's a finesse move. Reach and reach. Stay balanced. Less is more. If you can only go a certain distance but do a good job at it, that sounds awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's roll to our stomach here. And let's go ahead from here. Point, flex, point it down. Point, flex, point it down. Just kind of making use of our transitions here as we're going to roll to the other side. Let's hit up a little stomach work here. Keep your abs lifted. Stretch out from body. Eyes out in front of the mat. Point, flex, point it down. Point, flex, point it down. Good. Try and keep those hip bones pushed into the mat. And last 2. And last 1. Good. And set it down. And then roll onto your side here again. Stretch it out nice and long. And then let's work on the legs up. 2, 3, 4, just legs. 5, keep that ear on your arm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the legs are down and just lift with the arm. Side bend for 3, 4, head follows your spine. 5, make sure you come all the way down before you go up for the next one. Relax and then come up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we'll do both. Lift and lift. Side bend, feet come up. Head and feet are lifting. Same thing. Relax it down and lift. Take your time for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come to your center again. Let's come up. Now we're going to do our plank position. We're going to go ahead and flex, point, flex, set it down. Flex, rock, flex, set it down. Regroup. Lift, point to rock, flex to rock, set it down. Lift, point, flex, set it down. Add the rock back and forth as you point your toes and flex. Come on down, regroup. Stay low with those hips. Keep your head up on your spine. Set it down, couple more. Good. Point, flex, set it down. Point, flex, set it down. Last one. Set it down and set your knees back down. Nice job, very good. Let's go ahead from here and hit our side plank. So we're gonna go from our knees. We're gonna straight line out. Legs are stacked, feet are pulled behind you. A 90-degree bend at your knees. And you're gonna lift and lower. Okay, we're gonna lift and lower. You're coming up from this hip here and back down. And lift and lower. And down. And lift and lower. For 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Hold it up. Make sure you're in the right spot on that knee and lift the top leg for 5 and 4. Last 3, 2 and 1. Bring it down, set the hip down. One more time. We're gonna straighten out, come on up, check your lines and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of lied. One more time. Back down, back up. Last time for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, hip goes down. Change sides. So start out first, just with the lowering and lifting from our side plank. Get your straight line, 90-degree bend at your knees, elbows up beneath you, and lift and lower. Lift from your hips and down, and lift and down. Good. 5 more for 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2. Last one, come on up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, set it down. Back on up, hips straight for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down and down. Last time here. Straight line out and lift. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And down and down. Good. Nice side leg series. Let's go ahead from here. Sit up nice and tall. Your feet are out in front of you. Okay? So I want you to go ahead and put your hands behind your back. You're going to roll back. You're going to rock forward. And you're going to stack it up nice and tall through your chest. Good. We rock and rock. Lift up from your chest, shoulders down. We roll back and forth. Stack it up. If you want to go the full, we're going to go all the way down, legs out straight. We're going to roll forward, nose dive, stack it up, and roll it down. Good. Neck pull here. We're going to come around. Keep those elbows wide. That is like my mission, to be able to roll up without my elbows coming in a little. I'm still working on it. I got a little elbow movement still going. But good to have goals. And roll it down. Right down the middle, guys. Okay, so we're back to our 50-50. Keep your feet planted, whether it's your heels or your soles, into the mat. Roll it down. One more. Roll forward. Nose dive. Stack it up. Good. We are here. We are stacked. Let's go into our saw. 2, 3. Center and saw. 2, 3, and center. And reach. 2, 3, and center. And reach. 2, 3. Center it up. And 1, 2, 3. Reach, chest up, and 1, 2, 3. Come on up, grab your feet. We're gonna get into our rolling like a ball position, and we're gonna add 3 claps at the end. So this is the ultimate 50-50 exercise, because you have to roll evenly, balance, 1, 2, 3 claps. So we rock and roll, 1, 2, 3. And again, inhale, exhale, control, 1, 2, 3. Roll right down the middle, up, 1, 2, 3. And again, in and out, balance, 1, 2, 3. And in and out, balance it up, 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. In, 2, 3. Last time, rock and roll, and in, 2, 3. Stay in your balance, send your legs out, and pull them in. And reach and pull. Right behind your sit bones here. Send those legs away to stretch, and pull, and stretch, and pull. Pull your belly button in. Good, support your back. Reach it out. For 4, woo, went a little too far, and 3, last 2, and 1. Now roll back, holding your legs. Hug your knees into your chest. Excellent. All right, we are gonna finish it up here. We're gonna set 1 foot down at a time, and you are gonna go ahead and straighten out your legs. We're gonna reach our hands over our head here, reach to the ceiling. You're gonna come forward, reach for your toes, okay? Toes to ceiling here, and then roll it back all the way down. We normally do this right in the beginning, but we're gonna do it right at the end today for a stretch, and come on down. So we're gonna actively stretch our way into the finish line here. We're gonna reach and roll it down. And try to reach a little further each time. Come past those toes. And roll it down. And let's go for 3. Woo! Good job, you guys. Way to stay with it. 2. And 1. And stay and reach. Pulse, pulse. Stack it up. And pulse, 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 chest comes up. And 1, 2, 3. Stack it up, find those sit bones, chest comes high. And 1, 2, 3. Stack it up. 2 more, reach, 2, 3. Up with your chest, and reach, 2, 3. Good. Let's come to our center. Let's turn and put the soles of our feet together. Good. Find your sit bones up underneath you. Great. Hanging on to your ankles or your feet. Let your hips fall open out to the side. So if you're able to see yourself at all, you can notice differences from side to side. Like I can see right here that this leg is much more relaxed than this leg over here. It's sitting lower. It's feeling very mellow. This one's still a little like, ah. So good information. You should always do your stretching and your rolling symmetrically, but sometimes there's certain body areas that you might spend a little bit more time on than others just because they're needing more than that side. There's time I'd spend over here today that I just wouldn't need to do over here right now, and that keeps you more efficient when time is of the essence. So let's stay up nice and tall. Good. Hold yourself here like your back is against the wall. Take a couple inhale, exhales. You can even set your hands on your knees if you feel like you can take a little pressure there. And let's take one more good breath here together. Exhale out all that. And that is a wrap for today.